run the conversation. Silver and black talk, got the whole nation waiting. Weekdays live and you know how we go. This the Lunatic Raider Show. Tap in, we stay mobbing. Update the squad, break the news when it drops. Rumors, headlines, yeah, we cover the lot. 3 p.m. West, 6 p.m. East, we on go. This the Lunatic Raider Show. Raider Nation, let's roll. Pull up on the stream, yeah, the nation in the room. Silver and black on my back like a full moon. Breaking news hit, we don't wait, we react. I'm the voice of the nation, put the truth on the map. From the locker room leaks to the rumors in the wind. If it's Raiders Elias, then you know it's locked in. Monday through Friday, yeah, we cracking it live. Raider fans worldwide, all tapping in the vibe. Talking talk, Lunatic, got the city on tilt. Al Davis torch lit like a legacy built. Ain't no sugarcoat, we keep it raw, keep it real. Silver helmets, black shields, that's the code, that's the feel. Hit the live stream, nation slide with the quickness. Every rival talk loud till they end up on a hit list. Rumor on the line, yeah, we break it with precision. Film cut, stats up, every show's a new vision. Raiders Alliance, the platform the truth fits. We don't do soft takes, we deliver the real hits. From the draft to the field, every play, every quote. We the pulse of the nation, every hater gets smoked. 3 o'clock west, 6 o'clock on the east. When Lunatic Raiders speak, conversation increase. Put respect on the shield, this the nation's heartbeat. Silver and black on the track with that West Coast heat. Raider Nation stand tall, stay ready, stay bold. Catch us weekdays live, let the story unfold. From Vegas to the globe, let the whole world know you tuned in to the Lunatic Raider Show when we mobbing. Run the conversation, silver and black talk, got the whole nation waiting. Weekdays live and you know how we go. This the Lunatic Raider Show. Tap in, we stay mobbing. Update the squad, break the news when it drops. Rumors, headlines, yeah, we cover the lot. 3 p.m. West, 6 p.m. East, we on go. This the Lunatic Raider Show. Raider Nation, let's roll. Pull up on the stream, yeah, the nation in the room. Silver and black on my back like a full moon. Breaking news hit, we don't wait, we react. I'm the voice of the nation, put the truth on the map. From the locker room leaks to the rumors in the wind. If it's Raiders Elias, then you know it's locked in. Monday through Friday, yeah, we cracking it live. Raider fans worldwide, all tapping in the vibe. Talking talk, Lunatic, got the city on tilt. Al Davis torch lit like a legacy built. Ain't no sugarcoat, we keep it raw, keep it real. Silver helmets, black shields, that's the code, that's the feel. Hit the live stream, nation slide with the quickness. Every rival talk loud till they end up on a hit list. Rumor on the line, yeah, we break it with precision. Film cut, stats up, every show's a new vision. Raiders Alliance, the platform the truth fits. We don't do soft takes, we deliver the real hits. From the draft to the field, every play, every quote. We the pulse of the nation, every hater gets smoked. 3 o'clock west, 6 o'clock on the east. When Lunatic Raiders speak, conversation increase. Put respect on the shield, this the nation's heartbeat. Silver and black on the track with that West Coast heat. Raider Nation stand tall, stay ready, stay bold. Catch us weekdays live, let the story unfold. From Vegas to the globe, let the whole world know you tuned in to the Lunatic Raider Show when we mobbing. Run the conversation, silver and black talk, got the whole nation waiting. Weekdays live and you know how we go. This the Lunatic Raider Show. Tap in, we stay mobbing. Update the squad, break the news when it drops. Rumors, headlines, yeah, we cover the lot. 3 p.m. West, 6 p.m. East, we on go. This the Lunatic Raider Show. Raider Nation, let's roll. Pull up on the stream, yeah, the nation in the room. Silver and black on my back like a full moon. Breaking news hit, we don't wait, we react. I'm the voice of the nation, put the truth on the map. From the locker room leaks to the rumors in the wind. If it's Raiders Elias, then you know it's locked in. Monday through Friday, yeah, we cracking it live. Raider fans worldwide, all tapping in the vibe. Talking talk, Lunatic, got the city on tilt. Al Davis torch lit like a legacy built. Ain't no sugarcoat.
Rise, my nation. Gather around and prepare. Our pride will be restored. Our shadow will fall with wicked damnation. Rise, my my nation. Rise! This is your nation. This is our nation. This is the Raider Nation. Can you dig it?
What it do, Raider Nation? What it do, man? Welcome to another episode of the Lunatic Raider Show for this August 18th, Tuesday. We had our joint practice this morning with the Houston Texans. I got highlights from that breakdown as far as what went down, positives, negatives, all that good shit, man. We're going to bring it to y'all live today. Shout out to everybody that's watching. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Damn. Yeah, so we rocking and rolling, man. Shout out to everybody. Hey, Sacktown Raider Mike, I see you, brother, over there on Instagram, man. I appreciate you. Shout out to everybody here on the YouTube as well as TikTok. We rocking and rolling on TikTok now, man. So, man, if y'all ever over on TikTok, come to Lunatic_Raider, man. I got a lot of following over there, but I'm gonna build that up some more too, man. I want to max this thing out. You feel me? So without further delay, you already know what it is. When we get to the beginning of the show, there's only one thing you should know. The world's most dangerous chat is in the building, and we about to shout them out, man. Thank y'all for pulling up, man, supporting the channel. You know what it is, man. We're here every weekday, Monday through Friday, twice a day. We're doing 2 days. Once in the morning, once in the afternoon. You know what it is, man. So without further delay, let's go ahead and shout out our brethren, our sisters of the nation, man. This is the world's most dangerous chat. Let's go.
The lights go low, the room gets quiet, and somewhere in the shadows of Raider Nation, the real ones start pulling up. This ain't just a comment section. This ain't just names on a screen. This is the heartbeat of the live show, the voices in the darkness, the silver and black army that never sleeps. So before we go any further, we gotta show love to the ones who stepped into the building, locked in live, and brought that pressure with them. Ladies and gentlemen, Raider Nation, welcome to the world's most dangerous chat.
Yes, you know what it is, man. Let's start this shit off, man, and let's go. We got Showcase Rule in the building, man, and you already know how we do it.
Ready for this? We outside. This is my inside voice. Raiders!
It is just like that.
Yes, we back on. Jack Gustafa, man, what it is, man. I see you. Salute to you, my brother. Hope all is well with you, for real, for real. Eduardo Visual in the building, man. Salute to you. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for pulling up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me see us. I gotta catch up, man. God dang it. Sacktown Raider Mike, I hollered you out, man, but you know what I didn't do? I didn't do this.
Ready for this? We outside. This is my inside voice. Raiders!
It is just like that.
Yes, indeed, man. Just like that. You already know, man. Salute to you. We got Mike G in the building, man. Salute to you, my brother. Hope that all is well. Thank you for pulling up. Yes, sir. Let me see. We got SoCal Sal in the building, man. Salute to you, my brother. Let's go. You already know. Bars.
Ready for this? We outside. This is my inside voice. Raiders!
It is just like that.
And it's just like that. Yes, sir, it is. One nation. Let me see who else we got up in the building, man. We got Venomous Raider in the building, man. Salute to you. Hope all is well. Let's fucking go. But I'm hearing we look bad today. It was some positives and some negatives. You know what I mean? We'll get into it. as far as Fernando Mendoza as well as Kirk Cousins, but then Mike Washington Jr. You know, Stokes is out there doing his thizzle. So and of course Max Crosby is always gonna be Max Crosby. So we're gonna get into all that, man. I got the breakdowns for y'all as far as what happened today. Raider Goon in the building, man. Salute to you. Glad you can make it. Yes, sir. Let me see who else we got up in the building. I'm trying to catch up with y'all. Y'all in here thicker than thieves. You feel me? Yes, indeed. Willie Darwin in the building. Salute to you, my brother. You already know. As always, Raiders. Let's go.
Ready for this? We outside. This is my inside voice. Raiders!
And it's just like that.
And shout out to everybody on TikTok, man. Win City Raider, man. I see y'all. Appreciate you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me see. I don't know if it was supposed to be Oliver or Arleve. Olive, salute to you. Abdullah, salute. Blue, salute. Shout out to everybody on Instagram as well, man. Salute to y'all. I see y'all over there, man. I appreciate y'all. Who all over here? SoCal Sound, both places at one time. That's unbelievable. Sacktown Raider Mike, okay, I got y'all. All right, man, so let's get into the show. So in case you guys didn't know, if you was under a rock somewhere, the Raiders and the Texans had a joint practice today before their game. They have each other week 2 of the preseason in Houston this Thursday, 5 p.m. Pacific. Remember that, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. The Raiders take on the Texans on ESPN as well as, well, I know out here in Vegas, local Fox 5. So gear up so we can go ahead and critique our guys, see the new guys get out there, get some burn. I don't know exactly how long the starters will be out there to start the game. Is it going to be another drive? Is it going to be a quarter, half a quarter? We don't know, but we're going to tune in to find out. There were some ups and downs for the team at the joint practice today, good and bad, but that's all part of being able to do something like this, so you can go ahead and see what you need to work on and what you need to fix. So it's not a bad thing. I always believe it's a good thing regardless, unless you just get smashed on, but that didn't happen. But anyway, before we get into it, just to set y'all up, damn, I can't wait till Thursday. But yeah, let's go ahead and dive into it now. Let's go into the Daily Blitz. I'm going to tell you everything of the Raiders news today, and then after that, we'll go into the highlights of the joint practice between the Texans and our Raiders, man. So let's get into it.
This is the Raiders Allegiance Daily Blitz for Tuesday, August 18th, 2026, bringing Raider Nation the latest news, notes, and storylines from today's joint practice between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Houston Texans. The Raiders took their training camp work on the road today, going from Henderson to Houston for joint practice against one of the NFL's toughest defensive groups. Raiders.com noted yesterday that the Texans had the #1 ranked defense in 2025, which made this a major measuring stick practice for Clint Kubiak's offense. The theme coming into today was simple: raise the intensity, but keep the same standard. Kubiak said before the trip that the intensity would ramp up in Houston, but the Raiders' standards had to carry over. That is exactly what joint practices are for: controlled competition, different schemes, and a better test than just seeing the same teammates every day. After practice, Kubiak said he was glad the Raiders got the reps against Houston, while Kirk Cousins said he thought the team got a lot out of the joint session. Fernando Mendoza also spoke after practice and emphasized that every opportunity moving forward is something he is trying to capitalize on. The quarterback room remains the biggest storyline. Kirk Cousins is still QB1, and this was a valuable day for him to see a high-level defense in a practice setting before Thursday's preseason game. The Raiders need Cousins to keep building timing, command, and chemistry with the skill players. For Fernando Mendoza, this was another important developmental checkpoint. Texans defensive end Will Anderson Jr. praised Mendoza after practice, saying he respected his energy and the way Mendoza encouraged his offensive line and teammates. That kind of response from an opposing star defender says something about Mendoza's presence, even as he continues learning. The young Mendoza to Malik Benson connection also remains one of the best camp storylines. On Monday, Mendoza threw a red zone touchdown to Benson on a slant and worked with Benson as one of his top targets during team periods. That chemistry matters because Benson's speed and separation give Mendoza a natural young weapon to grow with. The tight ends continue to be a major part of the offense. On Monday, Cousins threw 5 red zone touchdowns, including 2 to Brock Bowers and 1 to Michael Mayer. Bowers nearly had another contested touchdown over Key Walker, but it was wiped out by offsetting penalties. That tells us Kubiak's red zone offense is leaning heavily into tight end matchups. Defensively, Max Crosby remains the standard. Texans head coach D'Amico Ryans praised Crosby's effort after today's joint practice, saying Crosby gave Houston tough looks and keeps rushing with relentless effort. C.J. Stroud also called Crosby one of the best in the league, while Will Anderson Jr. showed major respect for him as one of the top players in the NFL. That matters because Crosby is not just a pass rusher. He sets the personality of Rob Leonard's defense. If the Raiders want to be physical, disruptive, and hard to deal with, it starts with number 98 bringing that same energy every day. The defensive leadership also showed up in the post-practice media. Jeremy Chin said he felt like the defense flew around during joint practice, while Nakobe Dean described it as a decent day. Those are important voices because the Raiders' defense needs communication, speed, and physicality against better competition. Another big storyline is Thursday's preseason matchup. The Raiders are now turning from joint practice to preseason week 2 against the Texans. Raiders.com posted the watch, listen, and live stream information today for the game in Houston, which makes this joint practice the final major on-field evaluation before the next preseason test. Final take. The theme for August 18th is simple. The Raiders got tested in Houston. Cousins got valuable work. Mendoza continued building confidence. Benson remains a young player to watch. Bowers and Mayer keep showing red zone value, and Crosby earned respect from the Texans sideline. Now the Raiders have to carry today's lessons into Thursday night. That's your Raiders Allegiance Daily Blitz for August 18th, 2026. Raider Nation, the Silver and Black got joint practice work against a top-tier opponent. Now it is time to see who carries that momentum into preseason action. Like, share, subscribe, and stay tapped in with Raiders Allegiance.
And so that's just the Daily Blitz. I do got a more in-depth highlight breakdown as far as what happened today by the people that were there, the media that wrote about it. So we got in-depth about that. We're going to go into that next too, so we can get a little better in-depth look as far as how did the practice go. There was ups and downs. For anybody to say it was all down, it wasn't, because I heard Mike Washington Jr. ran the fuck over somebody. Even though that Mendoza and Kirk Cousins both threw a pick six, they still out there were getting work. That you figure a pick six during practice once. You know what I mean? So going up against a team, especially a defensive type of team such as the Houston Texans, to me is solid. That's the only way you're going to get work. You can only face yourself so many times at camp here in Vegas, but once you hit the road and get to do a joint practice, bro, I love it. I love it. They need this. And then Thursday will be a whole new day for a game that don't count, but you can get some good positives out of it by critiquing and getting coached up from what you need to do better. So without further delay, let's go ahead and get into the highlights of the joint practice today as far as what happened from the onlookers that were there to witness it in their reports. So let me go ahead and line this up. Let me see. All right, so this is going to be the highlights of joint practice of the Raiders versus the Texans, and this is what was seen while they were there, because I don't think there's a whole lot of video footage unless the Raiders had it. But as far as people who seen the things that couldn't be recorded, at practice, this is what happened. Let's go.
Raider Nation, it's time for highlights of joint practice, where we break down the biggest plays, moments, and takeaways from today's joint session between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Houston Texans. The Raiders came into Houston looking for a true measuring stick practice, and that is exactly what they got. The Texans brought one of the NFL's toughest defensive fronts, and the Raiders had to deal with pressure, speed, physicality, and red zone competition all day. For the Raiders, one of the biggest highlights was rookie quarterback Fernando Mendoza getting work against Houston's first-team defense. That is a major developmental step. Mendoza had some promising moments, but it was also a mixed day. Reports noted that both Mendoza and Kirk Cousins threw pick sixes during the session, showing how aggressive and opportunistic Houston's defense was. The good news for the Raiders is that Mendoza continues to show command and competitiveness. Texans star pass rusher Will Anderson Jr. reportedly praised Mendoza's energy and leadership after practice, especially the way he encouraged his offensive line and teammates. That matters because even on a tough day, the rookie showed presence. The Raiders also got production from Brock Bowers, who reportedly made several explosive plays and found the end zone. Bowers continues to look like the offensive mismatch weapon in Clint Kubiak's system. Too fast for linebackers, too physical for safeties, and too versatile to line up in one spot. But Houston's defense had its moments. The Texans' pass rush created problems, with pressure and sacks coming from names like Will Anderson Jr., Danielle Hunter, and Jadeveon Clowney. That is exactly the type of test the Raiders needed for their offensive line and quarterbacks. The good side is the Raiders now know where the protection has to tighten up. The bad side is Houston's front clearly won some reps. For the Texans, the biggest positive was the run game. David Montgomery reportedly had his best practice of the offseason, and Houston's offensive line created movement against the Raiders' defense. Woody Marks also contributed with efficient runs and a touchdown reception. That is a strong sign for Houston. But for the Raiders, it is a reminder that the defensive front has to be more consistent against the run. C.J. Stroud also had a solid day for Houston, throwing 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. That gives both sides something to take away. Houston saw rhythm from its franchise quarterback, while the Raiders' defense still found a way to take the ball away. One unfortunate moment for Houston came when receiver Jaden Higgins suffered a lower body injury during red zone work. A cart came out, but Higgins was able to walk off under his own power. He did not return to practice, and Texans head coach DeMeco Ryans said the team would continue evaluating him. The bigger theme of the day was controlled chaos. Joint practices are physical, intense, and emotional. The Raiders got to test their offense against a top defensive front. Houston got a boost from its run game and defense, and both teams got the kind of work that preseason games do not always provide. Raiders highlights. Fernando Mendoza got valuable first-team reps. Brock Bowers made explosive plays and scored. The defense forced at least 1 interception from C.J. Stroud. Max Crosby continued to draw major respect as the tone setter for the silver and black. Raiders struggles. Both Kirk Cousins and Fernando Mendoza were reportedly hit with pick sixes. The offensive line gave up pressure. Houston's defensive front won enough reps to make protection one of the biggest coaching points. Texans highlights. David Montgomery had his best practice of camp. Woody Marks made plays as a runner and receiver. C.J. Stroud threw 2 touchdowns. Houston's defense generated sacks, pressure, and multiple pick sixes. Texans, concern. Jaden Higgins left practice with a leg injury and did not return. Final take. Today's joint practice gave both teams exactly what they needed. Real competition. The Raiders saw flashes from Mendoza and Bowers, but also got reminded that protection and ball security have to improve. The Texans saw their run game come alive and their defense make plays, but they also had to deal with the injury concern around Jaden Higgins. That's highlights of joint practice. Raiders versus Texans, where the silver and black got tested, got punched back, and now have film to build from before Thursday night.
So they got good film work, like they said, for Thursday night's game. This is stuff that we needed. You figure you go up against a team who had the #1 defense in the league last year. They were my pick to make the Super Bowl from the AFC. It didn't happen, but that was the team because solely on that defense. Hey, the Raiders went up against that defense in practice today, and see they got a lot of work to do, which that's good. At least we have a measurable as far as where we are and where we need to go to improve this team on both sides of the ball, man. So shout out to the Texans for hosting us. We'll see Thursday. Can we translate the things that we learned today in practice over to the game on Thursday? You know what I mean? It's going to be very, very interesting to find out. Shout out to everybody out there, man. Tomorrow in the building, man. Salute to you. Thank you for pulling up. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let me see if I'm missing it. Huey P in the building. Salute to you, my brother. Hope all is well. Let's go.
You ready for this? We outside. This is my inside voice. Raiders!
It is just like that.
So yeah, man, there's a lot to learn from this. We'll see Thursday. Thursday's what I'm waiting on. This is a good little temperature test and see exactly where you stand against a legitimate Super Bowl contending team. And all it does put everything in perspective as far as what we need to do. That's all we need to know what we need to fix to be a better team. And practices like this helps out a whole lot, especially against the Texans. So my hat's off to them for giving us the opportunity to go in there and you know what I mean, take them on the chin. Pause. To take them on the chin and to see where we at, man, so we can gauge our team as far as what we need to improve on. Now for Thursday's game, the thing I'm looking forward to now, I want to see adjustments. From not just in-game adjustments, but adjustments as far as what you learned in this joint practice to adjust for the game Thursday. I know it's going to be a lot of vanilla defense and offense. You're just going to go through the motions, but at the same time, you still got to execute the plays that's called, even though they may be vanilla. So that's not an excuse. So execution is a must. I want to see... definitely want to see Mendoza again get out there and grab command of the offense and be that leader that we expect him to be in the near future. Kirk Cousins, I expect him to get out there and, hell, as long as you got Brock Bowers, bruh, you got you an ace in the hole. You know what I mean? So just like they said at this joint practice, Brock couldn't be stopped. You know what I mean? We got weapons too. We just got to our weapons ain't played together long enough to be able to develop that continuity to win games. So we're trying to develop that now. We installed a new system. We got a new head coach. We got new teammates. Now we got to make all that shit come together like a big old pot of gumbo. Yes, indeed. Like a big old pot of gumbo. But it's going to happen, man. It just takes time for this thing to maturate into something positive so we can win games and then eventually down the line be a playoff contender before we can be a Super Bowl contender. But it's going to happen. It's just going to take its time. You gotta let it do what it do. Some people's gonna develop faster than the others. Like the offense might come along quicker than the defense does, or this position group might come along quicker than that position group. But it's something that you just have to have patience, have faith, and be patient. That's all you can do. Everybody wants this microwave minute rice type shit. Fuck that. Take your time and do it right. Do it right so we don't have to redo it again. Because we've been redoing this shit over and over and over. It feels like Marshawn Lynch running through your face over and over and over and over again. We've been trying to redo this shit. So finally they got to the point where fuck it, we just gonna stop, assess everything, let's do it again, but let's do it right. Let's stop trying to take shortcuts. Everybody wants shortcuts. It's not gonna work. Not in football. You got to build this thing correctly so you have longevity. I don't want to just be a 1-year Super Bowl contender. I want to be a 5-year Super Bowl contender. Every year in that 5-year span, I want to be one of the names that they mention. Watch out for the Raiders. Watch out for the Raiders. That's where we're trying to get to, not just for one season. Oh, hell of a season for the Raiders. And then after the season, everybody goes their separate ways. Or we just instantly get old. You know what I mean? And so I'm ready for a long-term building of this team to get this team back on top of the mountain to be able to stick that flag in the ground and say, fuck your team. You know what I mean? It's Raiders. You know what I mean? But we'll get there. Like I said, I got faith in it. They got the right people who's been around, who's been groomed to understand what it takes to build a championship franchise and to sustain that. We know Tom Brady's been there and done that. You know what I mean? We know that even Spytek got the Super Bowl with the Tampa Bay Bucks with Brady. You know, everybody thought it was just, maybe it's just what New England was doing is why Brady was winning, until Brady left and went to Tampa Bay and did the same shit. With different coaches, different franchise, different philosophy, and different offense. He still did it. So he knows what it takes. And then you go out there and you get guys who already have the mindset of a champion, like Mendoza. He won a national championship. He has the Heisman Trophy. He has that winner's mentality. So it's already in him. Now it's the coach's turn to get him to the highest of his high. What's his ceiling? Being one of the greatest quarterbacks ever to lace him up in the NFL? Or is he just going to be good enough where he might get a Super Bowl, but that's it? We don't know. But it's going to come down to the head coaches, the QB coaches, the offensive coordinator. All that shit's going to come in to play of how do they develop this kid to be great? Do they know what you need to do? And I'm pretty sure they do. Especially Kubiak coming from underneath his father, Gary Kubiak, who won multiple Super Bowls as a coach and coordinator. You know what I mean? Don't forget, Kubiak, his dad did the same path. Super Bowl champion as an offensive coordinator and head coach. Clint just came off of being a Super Bowl winning offensive coordinator. The only thing left for him to do is win it as a coach. So he comes off that good bloodline. Dennison, 4 Super Bowls. They brought people with the mentality of knowing what it takes to win. Now they got to pass that on to the players. You got to make great draft picks and develop the talent out of them for them to be great. So it's just not being a great talent out of college. Who's going to get the greatness out of you in the pros? And I think we're set up to do that. I'm serious. I really think that they have this. Will it happen this season? Maybe not. My prediction on this year is 8 wins. When I went to the practice in Henderson, the news people came up and asked me, how many wins would you expect the record to be? I said 8 wins. 8 wins. If you look at the schedule, it's going to be 8 wins. Why? Because Mendoza's not starting. Everybody wants Mendoza to start, which there's a good and bad side of that. Mendoza starts now, we're not going to win a lot of games. But he's going to get a shitload of experience in reps to develop into getting us wins in the future. Kirk Cousins starting now, he's guaranteeing you a better chance of winning now and showing the rookie what it looks like in this system to also help him when it's time to take over after this year. It's a lot of positives, but there's negatives too. Like we won't win now with Mendoza. We won't. But that's okay because Peyton Manning didn't win his rookie year either. Shitload of interceptions. But these are learning lessons. See, everybody thinks an L is a loss. No, it's a learning lesson. An L is not a loss. It's what you learn from. L's are the only thing that teaches you. What you gonna teach me if I already know how to do it? If I'm like the dopest free throw shooter in the NBA, who's gonna tell me I need to work on my free throws? And that's the difference between success and failure. You might fail, but you just keep trying until you succeed. You fix what it is that made you lose that last time, and maybe something else happens that causes you to lose. You fix that too. Just don't make the same mistake over and over and over again, because that's telling me you're not learning from the first time you made that mistake. Why you want somebody that does not learn from their mistakes? So I look at Mendoza as one of them type of quarterbacks that between the ears he has it. And then the people surrounding him can get the best out of that. If he's willing to put in the work and have the effort, just imagine the guys with the knowledge to know how to take you to that next level. He has everything around him. He can go into the front office. Hey, Tom, how's it going today? Hey, what do I do in this situation? He's got brains to pick. You know what I mean? And it's not just Brady that be in the building. You got, like, when I was at the last open practice at Allegiant Stadium, guess who was there? Jim Plunkett. Another great quarterback who went through adversity in his career, #1 pick out of Stanford, didn't pan out for New England or the 49ers. Thought about hanging him up, didn't hang him up. Raiders got a hold of him. 2-time Super Bowl champion. 2-time Super Bowl champion from all that adversity. He did not quit. That's a perfect example. Guess who's in the building? He is. Guess who can go up and chop it up with him to get information as far as how to approach an NFL as an NFL quarterback? Jim Plunkett is there. Rich Gannon is there. Another guy that didn't quit. Been to Minnesota. Been to the Chiefs. He gets to us. We were a 3-year in a row. For 3 years, we were Super Bowl contenders of the AFC. A lot of things didn't fall our way. We had the 2000 Baltimore Ravens, the greatest defense ever. But yet we went toe-to-toe with them at Oakland Coliseum. You know what I mean? 2000 AFC Championship. We barely lost that shit. But we lost it to a great team. The following year, 2001, was the Tuck rule. Had opportunity to do something in that one. Got robbed. The year after that, we make it to the Super Bowl against our former coach. So it was just everything was stacked against us. We should have got one. You know what I mean? But it shoulda, coulda, woulda. Ask the Buffalo Bills about that one. 4 straight with nothing to show for it. You know what I mean? You go to the club, you knock three females at the club you met. They all come to the house and they all leave dry. They ain't leaving wet. They leaving dry. Like, it's time for us to go home. Peace. Thank you for the alcohol and the good times and memories. You sitting there like, wait a minute. You sitting there like you hiding Pinocchio in your pants. You know what I mean? Like, what? What happened? Yeah, it happens like that. Ass Buffalo. Motherfucker got ass to the dance but didn't get no ass. You feel me? But shout out to everybody out there, man. But there's a lot that we gonna learn from this, or where the Raiders that is can learn from this. Who called me? Where if you don't stop, hold on real quick, y'all. But yeah, man. So there's a lot to take from this, man. It's all living lessons. Just let's see if they progress from that. Let me see what else we got up in the building, man. Huey P in the building. Showcase in the building. SoCal Sal in the building. I gotta make sure I don't overpass nobody. Hey, people who say, Lunatic, read the chat. Hey, bro, once I get to talking about this Raider shit, bro, it's like I'm on a planet by myself. Like, I just zone out. You feel me? I just zone out sometimes and just be like, fuck it. Yes, Gannon is a very good resource just because of what he went through. You know what I mean? It's different. Like, you can't really ask a guy who came out and was a superstar day one. You know what I mean? Like, because they're going to think they have all the answers until that sophomore season hit and they don't do what they did the first year, Jaden Daniels. Then you start understanding life hits you in the face like, bruh, you're not the greatest of all time. You got to earn that shit. He said 3K 20-inch TV. No, we're not doing 30-inch TVs. Oh, and what he's talking about, in case you guys don't know, even you guys over on TikTok, but you have to be on the YouTube channel when this day comes. Once I get to 3,000 subs on the YouTube channel, I will be selecting one subscriber. You must be subscribed to the channel to receive a brand new TV. And no, it's not a 30-inch 3K television. It ain't no 30-inch 3K. No, it's not. It's gonna be good quality, and if it ain't, then oh well, it's free. You know what I mean? If you want to take it and sell it because you got one of the same size, it's gonna be a 29-inch 2K. No, not even 2K. 720p. Nah, it's gonna be a decent TV. I promise. I promise y'all. I'm looking at things maybe around maybe 60, 65 inch, if not more. It all depends on the deal I get for the TV, but somebody will get one that will be selected once we hit 3,000 subs, man. So we're on our way now. We have 434 to go. No. Yeah, 434 to go before we hit 3,000. So we're making our way. We're making our climb. Like I believe in, slow motion is better than none. We'll get there. You know what I mean? Especially with your guys' help, and you guys get your buddies over to be like, hey, subscribe to Lunatic Raider over there on Raiders Allegiance. So remember that. Everybody on TikTok, I got 12,000 followers on TikTok because I've been spending more time on TikTok than anywhere. Please, if you're not subscribed to the Raiders Allegiance YouTube channel or even Paper Hound TV YouTube channel, please do so. Bring your friends, your baby mama, your side chick, your baby daddy, your mailman, your cable guy, whoever you let hit to give you free cable. Get and he's a Raider fan. If he got a Raider tattoo on his arm, that's who we want. Send him this way. Tell him subscribe, like, and share the channel, and that we will be giving away a TV at 3,000 subs. You never know. You might bring the 3,000th person over to the channel so we can do the drawing. Shout out to everybody on Instagram. Kick. I'm trying to build Kick up as well. Kick, X, formerly known as Twitter. Twitch. We're on Twitch, rocking and rolling Raiders Allegiance. Facebook, Raiders Allegiance. So we're everywhere, man. So salute to y'all on TikTok. I'm gonna start incorporating you guys more. Now I gotta figure out how to do my virtual, take OBS and virtually send that or get that, or no, I gotta do it on EVMux. I gotta get the stream key and the URL code and the stream key into EVMux, and then I'll be able. Then you guys on TikTok will be able to see the segments as well when we do the world's most dangerous chat, the daily blitz, and so forth, man. So I'm gonna work on that one and get y'all more incorporated into what we got going on over here, because I know TikTok may be your platform of choice. So I'm gonna make sure I do what I do to make the show reach out to you guys. So y'all solid. And I see y'all over there showing all the love, man. I appreciate y'all, for real. Damn, how many people we got over here watching right now, man? Shout out to the 3,460 people watching on TikTok. That would have been wonderful, huh? Nah, it ain't. Hey, we got shout out to the 71 people on TikTok, man. Hey, much love to y'all, man. One nation. Shout out to all the Raider fans in the world, man. We stand as one. But I'm gonna get up out of here a little bit early, man. But I will see y'all tomorrow. Y'all know what it is. Tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Eastern. It's the Silver and Black Sunrise podcast with yours truly. So we get up in the morning. We'll get more information as we go today, and I'll carry it over tomorrow morning, and then all the way on to the afternoon show of the Lunatic Raider Show, which you guys are watching right now, which is every weekday, Monday through Friday, at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, right here on Raiders Allegiance, as well as Paper Hound TV. Come on, Raiders. Hey, Thursday, we're going to do a big Thursday. So after the game, what my plans are doing, there'll be a morning game, a morning show. You know what? Both shows will air tomorrow. On Thursday. Game day, we'll do the Silver and Black Sunrise in the morning. Afternoon, we'll do the Lunatic Raiders show. And then I'll do a trifecta. There will be a third podcast after the game Thursday night, so we can discuss what we saw. So TikTok, Instagram, Kick, Twitch, X, YouTube, Facebook, man, y'all pull up, man. We're going to rock and roll on Thursday, man, and see what our team do. Hopefully they get out there and show a little better effort and start smacking some fools. You feel me? Defense got a wake-up call today, for sure. For sure, that's no doubt. But this is what we need, you know what I mean? I'd rather have a wake-up call now during preseason than to get into the regular season and need a wake-up call every fucking week. You know what I mean? So let that shit happen now. Work out the kinks, understand what it is you need to do to improve, and then take it from there. So I'm about to get up out of here, y'all, but y'all already know, man, hey, it's One Nation. And I'm going to see you guys on the flip side tomorrow morning. Yeah, tomorrow morning we're going to stick to the script. All week long is just Thursday. There'll be 3 podcasts Thursday. I'm doing a triple header. Triple header on Thursday. But it's worth it because we talking about our Raiders, man. So with that being said, make sure I got everybody before I get up out of here, man. And let me give you all one more Raiders before we up out of here.
You ready for this? We outside. This is my inside voice. Raiders!
And it's just like that.
Y'all enjoy y'all Tuesday. Be safe. I'll see y'all in the AM, man. I'm Lunatic Raider. And like I always say about this time, I'm out this B-I-H. Ha ha! Go Raiders.
Yeah. It's more than football, this family. This legacy. Raiders allegiance. A Paper Hound Entertainment production.